Confirmed.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Marsman here and welcome to another Black Ops video. I don't really want to talk about the game, I want to talk about Christmas actually. And I want to talk about my Christmas when I was younger and what happened there and what it has turned to now. This is a pretty long gameplay, so sit tight, relax, grab a drink, some food, some popcorn, and watch the entertainment as I talk about my experiences. I said before, this little toggle control bar will go away within a minute or so, but apart from that, here it goes. So when I was younger, I'm actually adopted. For you guys who don't know this, which is probably most of you guys, I was adopted at 3 days old when I was born, and I came home with my now adoptive parents, and the living situation was they had just built a house because they knew they were having a baby, and my grandparents on my mother's side, her stepfather and her mother actually lived at home here in the basement while we had the upstairs and kind of the middle room. It's a pretty big house, and so I spent my life growing up with my grandparents here, and there was lots of love in the family, and we all got along, and it was it was really great. At a certain age, as it happens with anyone really, I was gonna say older people, with anyone, but I lost my grandfather when I was in 6th grade. So Christmas since then has been really weird, but what we used to do was kind of get together. My grandfather had this habit of waking up early every morning, so he would pretty much be the first one to wake up, and then eventually the rest of the family would wake up. But I remember this one Christmas where I was the one up first, and I went upstairs and where the Christmas tree was, and I saw all of the Christmas presents that my parents had put there the night before while I was sleeping. And I was just hanging out on the couch, and I had all these Christmas presents, and I put the TV on, and I started watching some wrestling, and it was like about 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what wrestling was doing on. It was just probably some old matches or whatever. And then at like 5:30 or so, my grandfather woke up, came upstairs, made a coffee, and we just hung out in the living room and watched this stupid wrestling together, just waiting for the rest of the house to wake up, basically, my parents and grandmother. So I just remember like spending time with him and kind of, just having fun. And it's probably one of the, if not most memorable moments for me on Christmas throughout my life. I really loved my grandfather, and we got along. I remember I would go find them in the basement in their bed. They had a water bed, and I would just go find them, and he would always play solitaire before going to bed. So I would play solitaire with him, and he taught me to cheat the game if you knew you weren't gonna win. So I remember to this day what that was like, spending some time with him. And now in 6th grade, he passed away, and I don't know. Christmas hasn't been the same. We changed it up. We don't open our gifts. We don't do that on Christmas morning anymore. We switched it to actually being Christmas Eve because we found it was just easier for the whole family if we just got it kind of over with on Christmas Eve, and that way Christmas, we weren't staying up late Christmas Eve. We could just wake up on Christmas and then kind of do our things. And then I don't know, Christmas just fell apart for me a couple years after his death, and it's been really a hard time for me. And now this is the first year. You guys probably know this, but my cat passed away this summer, and she had been with us since my grandfather was alive. She's been in my life since I was about 6 years old. So this is the first year without her. She would always, when we'd open our presents and stuff, she would always go hang out in the wrapping paper and kind of go to sleep in this kind of wrapping paper. And she'd always, meow and come around, jump on us when we were opening the presents and stuff. So it's going to be a tough year again. I think having lost another well, I don't want to say person, but another being that I cared for, like had happened with my grandfather. So it's gonna be a tough one, but I think we'll obviously get through it, and it's a tough time of year when you lose someone you love or something you love. So I hope you guys don't have to deal with this, but if you do, I just want to let you know that stay strong. It does get easier, with some time and some patience, and eventually you get back together, and that sense of family and stuff will always stay there, and you know that no matter what, these people you love, that they would want the best for you, and they would want you to be happy on Christmas or any type of holiday that you miss them for, and they're with you always in spirit, right? They'll be in your heart, your heart at all times, and no matter when you need to reach for it, for the memories that you lived for, I mean, you have the ability to do so. And I know this year on Christmas, I will remember the good and the memories I've had as a positive, and not something to bring me down and drag me down and have a bad Christmas and take it out on people. I will just recognize that I have loved people and lost, and I will remember the good that we had. So that's kind of my my holiday this year, which I haven't done in a while, was go visit some family, because I kind of, like I said, it's been tough. It's been a reminder of kind of what I had with my grandfather. So this year, I think what I'm gonna do is actually make the effort, go find family, and try to move on, because it's important that we move on and live on. Our loved ones that we've lost would not want us to dwell on the events and to stay at a spot in our life where we're unhappy or we're not moving on, right? They would want us to do our best to keep our head high, and really go on with our lives no matter what, because they would want to see us succeed. And I have for too long now kind of been in a rut, and I know that's not what my grandfather would want. I know that's not what any type of family member would want. So I think what I'm going to do is do the effort, go see some family this year, and just try to enjoy myself and be relaxed and not stressed out about the fact that I have lost people and the fact that I am suffering. I think what I will do is put my foot down and say, no, I'm going to move on. I'm going to feel better about myself, and I'm going to feel better about this whole situation. And I think if you guys have tough Christmases as well, I think it's a good idea to move forward like this, and we can all do it together. If you want to leave in the comments some of your best Christmas memories, I definitely would appreciate hearing about that, and talking and kind of reminiscing. It's definitely a good thing. You don't want to forget, right? You don't ever want to forget. You just want to live and love and move on, but we don't want to forget what has marked us and affected us and made us become the person we are today. So I think it's a good idea and a good thing if we remember the past. So if you want, leave in the comments some of your Christmas memories, some of your plans for this year, what you usually do. It doesn't matter. Just talk to me about Christmas. If there's anyone you've lost in your life and you can relate to me here, let me know, and try to live in their memory and in their honor, and not dwell on, like I said, on the past. You definitely wanna keep your head high and move forward, right? Our time is constantly moving forward. The world did not end, so there's no reason to kind of hang on to that notion. I know I'm putting my foot down this year. I hope you guys can do the same and kind of give back to the ones that have loved you and taken care of you the way that I'm going to do this year. I am going to say thanks and be grateful. I know it's not Thanksgiving, but it's Christmas. It's a time of giving, loving, sharing, caring, kind of doing the best you can to have this love environment, and this is what I'm gonna do this year, and as kind of the my step forward into life, I am going to do my best to live on in these people's memories that would want me to live better, because I know I haven't been living as best as I can. So I hope you guys do the same. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'm going to get out of here. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. If not, dislike and comment, as always. And make sure to share the video for some holiday cheer, guys. This is Mid Mars Man. I am out. Happy holidays.
Task accomplished. No survivors.